So I thought I'd make this video about the Alembic Stratoblaster. There's very little stuff on YouTube about the device, what it does, what it sounds like. And so I'm just going to try to best articulate my experience with it. I just got it from Alembic last week, and I just had it installed. So this isn't a clone. This isn't like a homemade device. This is actually from Alembic, and it came with the sticker and instructions on how to build it. I will say that when I got it in the mail, I paid $110 for it, and I was a little surprised on the build. Alembic is known for its quality. It was a little flimsy device. This is what it looks like when it's installed. So you've got the switch. The blaster's off right now, and then up is on. So although when I got it, the device itself seemed pretty simple. It's probably, honestly, maybe $5 or $10 worth of equipment, if that. When you buy anything from Alembic, you're paying for the name. So, they're known for the electronics. But I will say that once it's actually installed, it's actually pretty solid. You can hit it with your hand. You can flick it on with your hand while you're playing, and it's pretty solid. It feels like it's a part of the instrument. I tried to install it with the instructions that were given to me, and it didn't quite sound right. I was getting this real kind of booming sound, the sound you get when you plug your cord in to the amp and then take it out of the guitar, that kind of pop when you put it back into the instrument. So I was getting that. So anyway, I had it professionally installed. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let you hear it and see if you can notice the sound difference. I can't really articulate it through a video, but I can just kind of maybe best describe after you hear it. So if you want to listen to the rest of the video, that's cool. I'm sure you're just kind of wanting to hear what it sounds like. So just try to focus on the sound and not so much my playing, because I'm just kind of an intermediate hobbyist. I'm not going to impress you with my playing, but maybe you can just kind of give a sound. So this is without the blaster. So this is the bypass of the actual device, and then this is what my Strat would sound like normally. This is just a regular American Fender Stratocaster. It's an ash body, so it's a little bit brighter, I think, than probably your standard Strats. I think they're made of alder. The Americans, most of them are made of alder, unless you get the custom, ash body, which is hard. I think is what they make their Telecasters out of. So, so just give it a little bit of a listen, and you can hear it. So that's with the blaster off, and then if I hit the switch, so I think the best way to describe the sound of it is it sounds like, if you get a new set of strings, it's got that kind of metallic pop that you get from a brand new set of strings. And so, I don't perform live, but I can imagine if you're in a live setting, one of the things that I understand about the Stratocaster is that it's a great instrument, and it's so versatile, probably one of the most versatile electric guitars ever made. But it sometimes lacks tone when trying to get above a big band. So that's why guitar players like Lowell George from Little Feat used one. He played in the big band Little Feat that's got a lot of instruments, horns, drums. Everybody's got drums, but it's a big band. Jerry Garcia made this device famous in the '60s with his Stratocaster. His actually has an ash body as well. So he used it. I know Nils Lofgren has them installed into a lot of his Stratocasters too. He said it was his secret weapon. So I can imagine that in a live setting you'd really benefit. But my experience, it just sounds really new and really snappy, and it gives it kind of like a little bit of an extra punch that you get, with your regular, when it's turned off. You get that regular Strat tone, but when you turn the blaster on, I turn it up a little bit. So it's just a little bit of an extra gain. It's definitely a cool device. It looks really cool on the guitar. It kind of customizes your Strat a little bit. So, yeah, it's an expensive device. Like I said, it's about $110 from Alembic. You can find used old ones that are kind of ugly. They're like this big black box. you know, that I know Lowell George had one. It actually says Alembic on it. This one doesn't. It's just a, you know, a metal device. I know they make it in chrome and then they make it in this stainless steel. So I got it to match my other hardware. So I mean, I think in general it's a pretty good device. I mean, like I said, I'm not a professional player, so I don't, you know, get regular paying gigs with other big musicians. I mean, I you know, definitely jam with my friends and stuff. But you know, it's a cool device. I hope that helps. You know, there's not too many good YouTube videos about the Alembic Stratoblaster. I think there's a guy kind of playing it, but he doesn't switch it on and off, so you can't really see what or hear what the Strat sounds like when it's, you know, bypass the device. So check it out. You know, Alembic is a great company. I think that just getting anything in the mail that says Alembic on it is pretty cool. If you're familiar with their guitars and basses, they're legendary instruments built Santa Rosa, California. So check it out. I hope this helps. Yeah, have fun.